Welcome to another deep dive series, and this time is actually an undergrad program. We are featuring today the University of Pennsylvania at the Wharton School. And today we're joined by Alejandro Banuelos. Alejandro, thanks for visiting us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to learn more about your program, and to get us started, I'll kick it over to Spencer.
All right, thanks, Sam. And thanks, Alejandro. This is really helpful. A lot of our readers at ACRE are underclassmen looking or thinking about studying real estate. Many at Penn, others maybe even high school students who are considering schools and where they might go to study real estate. And so your insights around your experience studying real estate as an undergraduate student at the Wharton School, I think will be really valuable. So, to kick it off, this is a question that I ask really all of our interviewees as we start these. And that is, what does it mean to be an undergraduate student studying real estate at the Wharton School?
Mm-hmm. Well, for one, I think it's a huge privilege. It's not common that you see a lot of undergraduate business programs that have a real estate offering. And so it really allows you to really get access to what would be usually a MBA exclusive offering, which is an ability to study real estate specifically, and to have the undergraduate courses that we offer specifically in real estate, dealing with finance and development and other areas, as well as co-mingling with other MBA students. I think you get a great alumni network and a great class offering, and it really is a unique experience that is replicated at very few other universities.
Yeah. So let's dig into that a little bit deeper. And I agree with you. There's not a lot of universities that have the focus on real estate at the undergraduate level that Penn offers, and so that it's a big deal. And congrats to you for being part of a great program. So at what stage in the process do you choose real estate as a concentration? I know your undergraduate degree, I believe you're a candidate in economics with a focus on real estate. Is that how that works? At what point in the process do you choose a real estate track? Is that happening in your freshman year? Does that happen before you even applied to the University of Pennsylvania? Or help us understand how that works.
You choose your concentrations really up to any point before your sophomore spring. Like mentioned before, your first couple of semesters are there to expose you to the different areas of concentration that there are within Wharton. The good thing is that there's a large and extensive general business curriculum, which teaches you the basics of accounting, finance, and other principles. And so you really have quite a bit of time to decide what you want to specialize in. And so you'll find that most Wharton students officially declare concentrations in their sophomore year, either fall or spring, but you have the choice to unofficially declare what you want to study personally as soon as your freshman fall. And we do find that sometimes within real estate, especially for students that come from familial backgrounds in real estate, they want to go ahead and start in those classes right away.
Got it. So for your experience, were there specific classes or activities related to real estate that ultimately led you to choose real estate? Or did you already know you wanted to do real estate when you arrived on campus?
Right. I had no idea real estate was even an offering, and exploring clubs as a typical freshman does. I found the Wharton Undergraduate Real Estate Club there, which is one of the 5 clubs under the university as a whole, and I found that it was a great niche, and it was really filled with people that had an entrepreneurial spirit and was different from the traditional finance roles of investment banking and consulting. Along with that, we were able to conduct treks and go to different areas like New York to meet seasoned real estate developers and real estate investors. And I think the culmination of that experience my freshman year really convinced me that real estate was an offering that was suitable for me.
Well, that's fantastic that at a freshman level, you're able to take treks to New York and meet with developers and really get the exposure to real estate that you need to make what's a pretty important decision, right? You choose a track now. This may be your career for the next 40 years, right? That's fascinating. Let's talk a little bit about the curriculum. Now that you've chosen a concentration in real estate, what coursework is required? What optional coursework can you take as a real estate student?
Right. So the real estate concentration consists of 4 credit units, which is one of the shorter concentrations in Wharton. The only required course is real estate investments, which deals with pro forma analysis and your typical spreadsheet calculations. From there, you have the options to take 3 credit units from any of the following real estate offerings, which include real estate development, global housing markets, urban policy planning. And so it really covers the whole gamut of what real estate has to offer. And in addition, a lot of those classes, such as real estate development or real estate entrepreneurship, are mixed with MBAs. And so you get to learn right alongside MBAs in real time, as if you were an MBA student yourself.
Well, that's great. So a fairly robust curriculum. What about extracurriculars? So you've already mentioned the club, which has been incredibly valuable for you up till now in your experience at Penn. Other extracurricular activities that real estate students generally participate in?
Yeah, sure. So there's a general finance umbrella group called the Wharton Investment and Trading Group. Within that group, there's a real estate investments team that focuses on pitching large cap REITs at case competitions. Similarly, within Warwick, we do a lot of extracurricular activities that branch out into specific goals, such as case competitions, like the Cornell International Real Estate Competition, and other activities that we specifically do for real estate, such as treks, inviting speakers to come on campus and talk about their experiences within the real estate industry, and general talks at the Zell Lurie Real Estate Center, which is the center that brings in all 5 real estate clubs as well as real estate professionals to Wharton to talk about the markets, to talk about different circumstances that are happening within the real estate industry, and to meet professionals.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot going on the extracurricular side as well. What would you say differentiates Wharton and its real estate offerings, especially for undergrads? Uh, what differentiates it from the other options that are out there, the other schools that also have undergraduate real estate education? In your opinion, Alejandro?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the alumni base and connections that are available at your fingertips, as well as um, the amount of time that the Zell Lurie Real Estate Center and the real estate program has been established at Wharton. I think over time the professors have really gotten a sense for what undergraduates are valuing within a real estate education, and so the amount of variety that they offer in terms of classes, the amount of alumni you can reach out to that are connected within the professional real estate space, that have connections to Wharton, as well as the different offerings that are available simply um, are not offered at other schools. Other schools that offer real estate programs are very limited in terms of their course offerings, in terms of their alumni outreach, and in terms of ability to access case competitions, professional market research reports that are only published exclusively for Wharton, and the ability to just have that convenience to meet professionals and other real estate professionals in the industry. It's
Yeah, yeah,
really the most convenient thing to be here at Wharton studying real estate because everyone comes to you.
sure. Well, there's no doubt that Wharton and study of real estate at Wharton is well known, well regarded. The alumni are doing spectacular things in the industry, and so it's a program that stands out because of the success of alumni at Wharton, and so. Well, let's talk a little bit more about career opportunities coming out of the program. Um, First, in terms of geography, are there specific cities that more graduates end up in than others? University of Pennsylvania obviously is located in Philadelphia, but I would imagine many graduates are ending up in New York or San Francisco. But from your perspective, where are you seeing most of the jobs and most of the alumni end up?
Yeah, sure. In terms of real estate, you'll see a large concentration go to private equity, which will be in Manhattan. For the most part, it'll be in concentrations of big cities, the biggest being New York, probably followed by Miami, by Philadelphia itself. So a lot of students will stay in Philadelphia, Houston, Dallas, San Francisco, Los Angeles. So the big coastal markets is typically where they'll concentrate, but I'd say more likely than not, students do end up staying here on the East Coast.
Interesting. Okay. And you said real estate private equity being one of the tracks. What other tracks do you see students coming out of Penn going into besides real estate private equity?
Yeah. Other than that, there's a lot of different avenues students take. A lot of them go to development firms. A lot of them choose to do real estate law and continue their graduate studies. A lot of them decide to pursue an MBA, and so for the meantime work in investment banking or in other firms. And so really whatever options are available within the real estate professional space are options that are available to them, real estate investment banking, etc.
Yeah. So in terms of career services and support from either alumni or from the Wharton School itself, what career services are available to you, both in terms of choosing a path, right? So you've chosen real estate, but there are so many different verticals within real estate that you can take, as you've mentioned, real estate private equity, development, investment banking, and the like. What career services that help you make those decisions and then help you find that first job out of school?
Right. So, starting at the top, I think the entire university, Penn, as a body, offers a career services branch that is available to any undergraduate, Wharton or not, that helps them navigate the career space. From there, once you know that you want to do real estate and you want to navigate that career space, honestly, the best resource are upperclassmen that already have experience with these internships and have already navigated and maybe have already accepted job offers. They can help you navigate the space as well. A lot of them are board members for the Wharton Undergraduate Real Estate Club, and we as a club also offer career guides and mentorship guides that help you navigate the space, give you exposure to the different type of opportunities that are available to you as an undergraduate. And from there, we also have websites like QuakerNet, which allow you to search for specific alumni that are involved in the real estate industry, reach out to them, and see what they think is a right career path for you. And so there's multiple different avenues that you can take. Most undergraduate students simply talk to the classmates around them and see what they've been exposed to, and then learn from there.
I would imagine you're leveraging the alumni network to identify positions that are open. Is that the case? And if so, like what opportunities do you have to really rub shoulders with alumni?
Yeah, sure. I've been taking advantage of it as much as I could. A cold email never hurts from alumni that are involved within the real estate industry. Likewise, the Zell Lurie Center hosts fall and spring members meetings in which a lot of the real estate and alumni will come back and attend these meetings. That's a great opportunity to speak with them. Likewise, you can speak with current MBA students that have jobs within the real estate industry to navigate with them. And then a lot of the times when firms will come to recruit specific undergraduate students, they'll have students that already have internships that attend Wharton come and present the opportunities that are available to them. And so it really gives you the availability to speak with human resources for that firm or other people that are working at the specific position that you want to really find out what the firm is all about and if it's a right fit for you.
Great. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Wharton experience. As an undergrad, do you generally live on campus or are you living off campus? And I know some of these questions aren't directly related to real estate, but as a real estate student, what is it like going to school at the Wharton School and studying real estate? Are you spending a lot of time with other real estate students, or is it less less concentrated in that way? Talk to us a little bit about that, and what you do for fun. Is it around Philadelphia, things on campus? Talk to us a little bit about that for those that are thinking about applying to Penn.
Yeah, just to give a general overview, Penn's campus is rather compact. It's about a 15-minute walk, from one end of campus to another. in which the majority of undergraduate courses are located, both within Wharton and then within the other 3 colleges that we offer. I would say most students, especially once you get to the upperclassmen, live off campus, but our definition of off campus is more so, in apartments across the street, because Philadelphia is a pretty condensed city. They do offer a lot of on-campus offerings as well. And Greek life is a pretty big component of the student body. About a third of students in the undergraduate body are involved in some sort of fraternity or sorority. And so that really comprises the living situation for Penn. Other than that, what it's like for me on a typical day to day, I do spend, some time with students that are involved in real estate, but also take a lot of classes that are outside real estate that have to deal with business, as well as, liberal arts courses that are outside Wharton as a whole. And so although you are mainly focused with other real estate students and other business students, you also get exposure to the entire university, as you should. And in terms of, life outside of campus, right across the river, you get access to Philadelphia and Center City. And so you really get the best of both worlds in a small urban college town, but right across, 15 minutes, you get to be in a large urban city.
Great.
And experience all of that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful campus, and quite unique in its urban nature, and yet it's its own little pocket across the river in a very dense urban core of Philadelphia. And so I imagine you have a good time there, and what an incredible place to study real estate. We're low on time, so let me finish with one question. I ask this of all of our interviewees on this series, and that is, as you look back at the last few years studying at Penn, studying specifically real estate, what is one memorable moment that has been most impactful for you as part of this undergraduate experience that you've had so far?
Mm-hmm. I think one impactful moment was when we were on the New York trek. We were meeting with some people. We ended up talking with Larry Silverstein, and he sat us down in his office, and he really gave his life story about how he started in real estate and why he decided to pursue it as a specific career choice. And, I wasn't really aware of where I wanted to go for the next couple of years in terms of what I wanted to study. But after that talk, just being able to see all the resources that I had at my fingertips in terms of studying real estate and pursuing that as a career, that was sort of the tipping moment for me. And it was the moment that I knew that I wanted to pursue this as a career.
It's a great experience. Well, Alejandro, again, thank you so much. This has been incredibly valuable, and I know that those who are watching will find it valuable. With that, I'll turn it back to Sam to wrap us up here.
Yes, Alejandro, thank you so much for giving us some of your time and giving us insight into Penn. It's been awesome. And to the viewers, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.